What's up everyone, it's X-Wing Pilot again from server 289, and in this video I'll be showing you how I break down every possible pair of ground generals to see exactly how they stack up with the newest ground general, Swain Forkbeard. So if you're new here, what I do is I take all of the generals and look up their base stats before cultivation, apply maximum cultivation at Monarch level 45, and gives me the end result of what percentage they increase overall. I then apply their 10-star skills, specialties, covenant, and also any compatible skill books that they have to give me the total buffs from each general. I look up the assistants and what buffs they get and subtract out any skill books that have compatibility issues for those generals as well. And the end result gives me a spreadsheet that looks like this. So what I've done here is I've paired each general with every possible compatible assistant general that you can use and filtered out the ones that are not compatible, and I've taken their total buffs and added in some base buffs from specific keep levels. In this case I've used K35, K40, and K45. For the K35 I'm using T14 ground, which is pretty much the main ground troop that a K35 would be using, and some march sizes that look similar to what a K35 could produce. And that'll tell me the total stats here, that buffs that they'd be getting, and an estimated march size. And I added a new column for the total rally capacity. Once I multiply the march size by each of these buffs, it gives me an end result of their total attack stats, their total defense and HP stats, and a total overall stat here in this column. So looking at the chart here for K35, we can see that Alexander the Great is still number one. I know that's a surprise for many, but he has been the top ground general since his release, and Swain has now stepped in as the top assistant general to Alexander. You can reverse the pair and use Swain as the main general and Alexander the Great as the assistant, for about 1 billion less attack points. It may not seem like much, but 1 billion is a lot of troops, a lot of damage that you could be doing. Luzun here at third place. He's been creeping in around second and third for a while. I know that Ludwig has been kind of the ideal ground general for everyone. He does have the second highest overall stats, but now with Swain, he's gone up even more. So if you're looking to spend to get Alexander or Swain, go for it. Otherwise, if you've already got Luzun built or Ludwig built, you could just simply add Swain and have one of the top 10 marches for ground. Switching over to K40, it looks similar. Luzun does a little bit better in the K40 buff range, but you see the overall buffs have gone down quite a bit, and it's just the way the march capacity has changed around the K40 level. But overall, you see the total attack stat is still about 2 billion difference between the top 1 and 2, and tapers off after that. Now the big buffs here at K45. Looking at the charts, you can see Alexander the Great and Swain are still number one. They are third in overall stats, but at this march size, you start to see a pretty big difference in total attack stat. So we're talking 9 billion points of attack difference, and from there it continues to taper off. So these two are running away with the ranks here, and as the march size continues to increase from other buffs, they are going to continue to separate themselves from the rest of the pack. Again, you do have Luzun, Ludwig, and everyone's favorite Elise in the top 10 here. Still very strong marches. So for the spenders out there, you may consider switching, but it isn't super necessary if you don't want to spend the cash. So now for the added column here, you will see that the Alexander Swain combo has the highest possible rally capacity outside of Purus and Alexander down here at 80 million. So you could get slightly higher rally cap here. So for you setters out there, that's your call. But if you want a stronger solo march and to join the rally with the strongest possible march, it is Alexander and Swain. So I'm not going to do a results page here since they're all pretty similarly stacked. You kind of get the idea. You can go to Alex, and Swain can be used as a main or an assistant. He's not one of the weaker new generals who isn't popping up in the top charts. So if you're wondering where to find Alexander, he is here in the portrait exhibition event in the second scroll that you can purchase, and you have a 6% chance, 6.25% chance to obtain him. Otherwise, stick with what you've got, and good luck to you. If you like my content, be sure to subscribe and check out my channel, and you'll see other comparisons as I post them. And other than that, everyone take care.